It's just gone lunchtime. This is the third and final hour of All Angles here on eNCA. Good afternoon. I'm Masego Rahlaga, and it's that time of the day where we show you an update on how far we've come with the stories that our reporters on the ground have been following throughout the course of the day. Here's a lunchtime update. All right, let's go to our reporters. Aviwe Mtila is in Midrand and Pule Letshwiti-Jones is also here in Johannesburg. They're on the ground covering a few stories for us. Aviwe, let's start with you. The Democratic Alliance, of course, preparing to elect its new leadership this weekend, and former Johannesburg Mayor Pule will go head-to-head with the incumbent John Steenhuisen. Today, they told us they're ready. Tell us more.
Certainly, and even the registration queues are starting to snake inside here, as of course the Democratic Alliance, the official opposition political party in the country, is gearing up for that federal Congress that kicks off in the early hours of tomorrow. They'll tell you that they're ready, Masego. They've ticked all the boxes and done all they could to prepare. In fact, they've put how important this particular Congress is. One, it's the first in-person one since the advent of COVID-19, and the other important factor about it is that the leadership that will be elected here on Sunday is the very leadership that will take the Democratic Alliance to next year's elections. They say that this is important as the polls have already indicated that the governing African National Congress will dip below 40%. So they're hoping to capitalize on that, and of course hoping that a president that will be elected in this particular Congress is most likely going to be the country president if those polls are correct in their indications. But a myriad of issues, of course, raised here by the journalists. One is one that one of the contenders of party leader has raised. Dr. Pule, the former mayor of Johannesburg, of course, raising the issue around the voting that will be done electronically, saying that it might not be open and transparent, given, of course, some of those concerns about the fears within the DA, and some of those delegates, 2,000 that will be voting here, will be voting a bit fearful, given that the digital component of it might indicate who the person is and how they voted. But of course that has been laid to rest here, suggesting that it's all above board. The integrity aspect as well as the secrecy of it is intact. But let's just listen in then on Craig Crumbard as he speaks just around that polling and what they hope and the importance of the Federal Congress that's set to sit here from tomorrow.
We believe this Congress is very important because, with opinion polls constantly reflecting the ruling party under 40%, very often, as happened in Rapport and has happened in the Social Research Foundation polling, which indicated that the DA has now taken over and has overtaken the ANC in urban areas, we could very well be electing the president of the country at this Congress this weekend, selecting our presidential candidate, because with only 11% in all of these polls confirmed by the ANC and our own polling between us and the ANC, it is now very, very close, and the likelihood of no party getting an outright majority next year is very, very much on the cards.
All right, Pule Letshwiti-Jones is in fact in the city of Tshwane for us, and it seems council there is finally making some key appointments. Pule, newly elected Mayor Silius Brink is today announcing the members of his executive committee. Has he done that yet?
Well, Masego, we do understand that the mayor had, of course, announced his maker earlier today. This includes members from Action SA as well and other various destinations. But that's one part of the story happening in the city of Tshwane. And in the next, we're also following the Minister of Transport, Sindisiwe Chikunga, who, by the way, has arrived on screen, as you can see here, where they are, of course, on a mission to try and facilitate and track this year's campaign focusing on road safety. They've urged motorists to actually travel safe when traveling on the roads during the Easter season. As you can see on your road, that's the minister actually arriving here. She will be, of course, engaging with various stakeholders as to their plans when having to deploy new traffic officers on the roads. We understand that process has gone underway, where about 257 new traffic officers will be deployed across various provinces where they will be facilitating and ensuring that the motorists are safe on the road. Excuse me for the shaky visuals as we try and bring you this live coverage of the minister actually arriving on the scene right now, where she will be briefed by some of the Road Safety Council members and various stakeholders from the road management traffic cooperation as well. On your screen, that's the minister meeting other officials, and they are trying to ensure that this time around, motorists are safe, and their campaign is built around the impact of alcohol on road users' behavior and its contribution to road crashes, pedestrian safety, and the roadworthiness of vehicles. So it'll be interesting to see how this campaign unfolds. As you can see as well, Mr. Msibi, who is the CEO of the Road Management Traffic Corporation as well, meeting the MEC of Transport and Road Safety in Gauteng. It's expected to be a fruitful engagement, but most importantly, one that will yield results and ensure that motorists abide by the law.
All right, that was your eNCA lunchtime update from all angles with reporters Aviwe Mtila and Pule Letshwiti-Jones.